you very much. Thank you very much. I want to take, can you hear this? You can't hear? Can you hear that? That's great. Can we hear from any of this? Can we get something that works? Just one moment. Can you hear any of this? Can you hear? I want to express my high regard to Don Drillsday, who pitched his 6th straight shutout tonight, and I hope that we have as good fortune in our campaign. Could I express my appreciation to a number of people? First, to Jess Unruh for all he did. And I express my appreciation to him for his friendship and his help during this campaign, and for his continued perseverance and his effort, and for all of those who have been associated with him. I'll always be very grateful. Students are thanked. And if I could also express my appreciation to a number of other people, if you just bear with me for one moment. I'd like to express my appreciation to Steve Smith, who was ruthless but has been effective. And I just want to say how grateful I am to him, to his wife, my sister Jean, to my sister Pat, and to my mother and all of those other Kennedys. I want to express my gratitude to my dog Freckles, who's been relying, and I don't care what they, as Franklin Roosevelt said, I don't care about what they say about me, but when they start to attack my dog, I'm not doing this in the order of importance. But I also want to thank my wife Ethel, and her patience during this whole effort was fantastic. Thank you very much. Freckles is going home to bed. He fought very early. That we were going to win, so he retired. I also want to thank Tom Reese, who is here and supported us. I want to thank a member of other people, if I may. All of those who worked so hard in this campaign, all of the students who worked across the state, the members of my delegation, our delegation who also worked so diligently and with such unselfishness across the state on my behalf and on behalf of this cause that we're involved in. I want to thank Cesar Chavez, who was here a little earlier, and Bert Corona, who also worked with him, and all of those Mexican Americans who are supporters of mine. And Dolores Valente, who is an old friend of mine and has worked with the union. Thank her and tell her how much I appreciate her coming tonight. We have certain obligations and responsibilities to our fellow citizens, which we talked about during the course of this campaign. And I want to make it clear that if I'm elected President of the United States, with your help, I intend to keep it up. I want to also thank my friends in the Black community who made such a great effort in this campaign with such a high percentage voting today. I think it really made a major difference for me. I want to express my appreciation to them, labor's effort noted, to my old friend, if I may, to Reverend Johnson, who is here, and to Rosie Greer, who said that he'd take care of anybody who didn't vote for me in a kind way, because that's why we're here. And I want to, if I may, just take a moment, more of your time, to express my appreciation to Paul Schrake, who from the UAW, who worked so hard, and all of the other members of the labor organizations and members of the labor union. Very grateful both to him for what he's done and the effort that he's made on behalf of the working man here in the state of California, the agricultural areas of the state, as well as in the city. I think it indicates quite clearly, as well as in the suburbs, I think it indicates quite clearly what we can do here in the United States. The vote here in the state of California, the vote in the state of South Dakota, here is the most urban state of any of the states in our union. South Dakota, the most rural state of any of the states in our union, able to win them both. I think that we can end the division within the United States. What I think is quite clear is that we can work together. And the last analysis, and that what has been going on in the United States over the period of the last 3 years, the division, the violence, the disenchantment with our society, the division, whether it's between black and white, between the poor and the more affluent, or between age groups, or over the war in Vietnam, that we can start to work together. We are a great country, and a selfish country, and a compassionate country. And I intend to make that basis for running in the period of the next few months. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just take a moment more of your time, because everybody must be dying from the heat. But when I think of all the primaries, what I think of all the primaries have indicated, if I can just take a minute or two more of your time, what all of these primaries have indicated, and all of the party caucuses have indicated, whether they occurred in Colorado or Idaho or wherever they occurred, it was the people of the Democratic Party and the people in the United States want a change. And that change recognize the importance of what has happened here in the state of California, what has happened in South Dakota, what happened in New Hampshire, what happened across the rest of this country. The country wants to move in a different direction. We want to deal with our own problems within our own country, and we want peace in Vietnam. Congratulate Senator McCarthy and those who have been associated with him in their efforts that they have started in New Hampshire and carried through to the primary here in the state of California. The fact is that all of us are involved in this great effort, and it's a great effort. On behalf of mankind all across the globe and the next generation, a dialogue on debate. And I would hope now that the California primary is finished, now that the primary is over, now that we can now concentrate on having a dialogue or a debate, I hope, between the Vice President and perhaps myself United States, what we're going to do around the rest of the globe, and whether we're going to continue the policies which have been so unsuccessful in Vietnam, of American troops and American Marines carrying the major burden of that conflict. I do want to, and I think we should move in a different direction. Thank you. So I thank all of you who made all of this possible, all of the effort that you made, and all the people whose names I haven't mentioned, but who made all the work at the precinct level, who got out to vote, who did all of the efforts that's required. I was a campaign manager 8 years ago. I know what a difference that kind of effort and that kind of commitment is made. I thank all of you. So Mayor Yorty has just sent me a message that we've been here too long already. So my thanks to you all, and it's on to Chicago, and let's win there.
I'm sorry you never liked it.
I always liked you. I was just too afraid to tell you I did.
You wasn't a good friend. You know, I've always loved your mother, and I've loved you like a son.
I love you too, Dad. Goodbye, Dad.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Robert.
I just spent an hour talking to that Calvin Klein model.
That Calvin Klein model you're talking about is JFK Jr.
What? No way.
Yeah, that is him.
Wow.
Okay, gotta run.
Hey, Robert.
Hey,
Good
John.
to see ya. You still on for practice tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
What you walking on?
Oh, I'm going over my lines. I have play rehearsal tonight.
Oh, that's interesting.
Playboy to the West Student King, it's called.
Nice.
They have us staying late till 11 every night.
Oh, that sucks.
One of the other people was talking about doing the Tempest next year.
Interesting.
But we're still on for practice tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the time?
It's about like 6:30.
Shit. I'm late for my meeting. Hey, I'll give you a call for tomorrow, all right?
All right.
All right.
Bye.
I'll see you.
I will try again, Mom. I promise. I didn't pass this time. But I will on the next one.
You can do it, John. I believe in you.
John, what case are you getting today?
Well, whatever they give me. Can you tell me what department the suits are in?
How would I know that?
I assumed you worked here.
I'm just messing with you. What kind of suits were you looking for? Extra large, blue, black?
Hi, I'm John.
Hi, John. I'm Carolyn.
So what do you do, Carolyn?
I work as a manager at Calvin Klein in Boston.
That's cool.
And what about you? What do you do, John?
I'm assistant district attorney in Manhattan.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah, I guess. My mom was excited that I do it, but I'm not so sure about it anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm a high-profile person in America, so every time I have a case, the defendant just confesses.
That's weird.
Every single time, it's quite annoying.
Well, what would you do instead?
I'm not sure.
Well, your family tends to be very political. Why not run for office?
No, not right now. When I know, I know.
Well, it was very nice to meet you, John. Here's my business card. Definitely call me sometime.
Absolutely.
The hell is this?
Holy crap. Today's my lucky day. Should I call her Friday? Oh, damn it. Let's just do it. Hello, is this Carolyn Bessette? John Kennedy. Well, I know it's off the cuff, but would you like to go somewhere with me this week? How about January 4th? Is 5 p.m. okay? What restaurant would you like to go to? You pick the place. Caravino's is a great place. Sure. See you then. Bye.
Hey Mom, what's with the sudden call? Are you okay?
Sit down, John.
Okay.
Mom just told me already.
Okay, Caroline. We get that, but Mom, you're starting to scare me. What's going on?
I have cancer, John.
I'm sure we can fix that. We can get you the best medical care in the world. There's a hospital right down the street, you know.
John, stop. Just stop.
Mom is more interested in making sure that we spend as much time as we can with her.
Okay.
I have 6 months, John. No money in the world is going to stop this thing. You need to be ready.
Mom, I'm ready.
Caroline, you're stronger than me. I don't want to be ready.
It's okay, John.
Mom would also like it if you stopped the flying lessons for a while.
Okay. Anything else?
No. Just would like to spend as much time as I can with the two of you. I really like it when the two of you spend time with me. And John, it's gonna be okay. Just be here now. Live in the present. We never know what's gonna happen, okay?
Okay. All right, well, I'm off.
Where are you going?
None of your business, Caroline.
He has a date.
Ooh.
All right, come on. You owe me one, Mom.
Good for him.
Let's just hope it's not a Rockefeller.
John.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice seeing you.
Good to see you. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
How have you been?
Pretty good. I've been just working a lot, like every day, doing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And
You're still an assistant district attorney?
Yes. But I have time to work out and take care of myself a little here and there.
That's
great. Yeah. How about you?
I've been good. I'm still at Calvin Klein, but it's been good. I'm really happy there.
That's good. Yeah. That's awesome.
How's your mom?
She's been great. Yeah. She's my biggest supporter. I love her. You know, she loves me. So family's always first. You know?
Yeah. Especially your family.
Absolutely. We're humble and we love to help people and give back. So
that's great.
Yeah. So what are you doing up to later today?
I was gonna meet up with some friends for dinner, cocktails.
Ooh.
Yeah, in the city.
Well, I got to get back to my work right now, but it was great. We should get together.
Yeah, I really like that.
Absolutely. It was great to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, guys.
I'll talk to you soon.
See you. I want to inform the public of a matter. As of today, I am resigning from my post as Assistant District Attorney to the City of New York. I have enjoyed my job for the last 3 years, but differences in the way I am able to handle cases has become too much of a burden on me and my life in general. I leave this job with one wish, that truth, justice, and the pursuit of happiness prevail. Thank you very much. Hi Mom, how you doing?
Better today.
That's good.
Maurice has been really helping a lot.
He's a good guy, Mom.
So, why the sudden drop by? I thought you had an interview today.
I canceled.
What? Why?
That's why I came. I had an idea to propose to your mother.
Okay. What is it?
Well, I want to start a political magazine that blends with pop culture, that brings a new, it's relevant to modern day times.
You're not starting a Mad magazine for politics, are you?
Well, no.
Well, whatever you do, I support you.
Thank you, Mom. I think I have to go. Feel better, Mom. It's only a matter of time. Mom, I'll miss you. I love you so much.
John, you can do whatever you want now. You can make your own destiny.
Thank you, Mom.
I need to speak to Caroline for a minute. Could you leave us alone briefly?
Yes, for sure.
What is it, Mom?
Caroline, can you promise me that you won't let your brother fly? I'm afraid that if he flies, he will die. Promise me you'll do everything in your power to prevent him from flying.
I will, Mom.
You can go bring him in, please.
You can come back in now, John.
Could you go with your brother? You can let him in again, please.
You can come back in, John.
I love you both so much. Please take care of yourselves.
I love you, Mom. Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, Mom.
Last night at around 10:15, my mother passed on. She was surrounded by her friends and her family and her books, and the people and the things that she loved. And she did it her own way, and in her own terms. And we all feel lucky for that. And now she's in God's hands. Oh, there's been an enormous outpouring of good wishes from everyone both in New York and beyond. And I speak for all of our family when we say we're extremely grateful for everyone's been very generous. And I hope now that we just have these next couple of days in relative peace. And thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, meet George. Now you may think that this cover is unusual, but and our first choice was Alan Greenspan in a Speedo. You're all here, that's nice to see. So why should a magazine that covers it be in fashion? George just doesn't cover politicians, it celebrates it. We will celebrate it as a general rule, but we won't be afraid to criticize it when necessary. Oh, George, it's about the art of politics and the politics of art. So we review films, books, and music. We will talk about fashion, television, and art. And all relates to the political process, all without the blinders of ideology. Personal questions may find their way into it. So I thought maybe we could dispense some of those. The answers to the most frequently asked personal questions are as follows. Yes? No? We're merely good friends. None of your business. Honest, she's my cousin from Rhode Island. I've worn both. Maybe someday, but not in New Jersey. Thank you. Carolyn, I have to ask you something.
What is it, John?
Will you marry me, Carolyn?
Yes. Yes, John, I will marry you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to witness the coming union of John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Jean Bessette in marriage. We recognize this special occasion by reminding the world that this isn't just another celebrity getting married, but a love story that is only about to begin. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., do you take Carolyn Jean Bessette to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and to hold, in sickness and in health, till death do you part?
I do.
Same question for you, Miss Bessette. Carolyn Jean Bessette, do you take John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love and to hold, in sickness and in health, till death do you part?
I do.
By the power vested in me, Justice of the Peace, Catherine B. Jones of the state of Georgia, I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. Congratulations, Mr. Kennedy. You may now kiss the bride.
What? Hello?
Who is it?
Aspen, Colorado Police. I can be there tomorrow. Bye. Michael is dead. He's been skiing in Aspen, Colorado yesterday and he hit a tree. The security guard at the ski lodge warned him to stop throwing the football around with his friend. He was skiing, but he didn't listen.
I'm next.
What?
This is a warning, Carolyn. I'm next.
I love you so much, Carolyn.
I love you too.
Becoming a father has been on my mind a lot lately.
I've been thinking about it too, but there's no way we could start a family without the paparazzi following us everywhere. That's my biggest concern.
I've been thinking about resigning from my position at George and giving my CEO position to someone else. And once I find a replacement, I'd like to move out of the city with you. I know how much the paparazzi bothers you.
It really does. I can't seem to go anywhere without being followed. But I'm starting to get used to it.
I was thinking about moving to a small, quiet little town in Connecticut to raise children. Something I've been thinking about.
I like that idea. I'm glad we're talking about this.
I agree, but right now I just want to enjoy the moment. It's beautiful out here. Nothing in the world could tear us apart.
I'll love you until the very end.
As will I, forever the love of my life. Hey, Michael.
John, how's it going?
Good.
How's it going?
Good. I've been working on a business proposal for George Magazine. Well, I'm doing my best to keep it afloat.
And what's your next adventure after this?
What do you mean?
Well, the 2000 Senate election in New York is coming up.
And?
Do you plan on running for the seat?
I do, but not in 2000. Wow. I've never really discussed them before. I'll take a break from the paperwork.
Okay, sounds great.
Michael, I plan on running in the 2002 governor's race.
Governor? Wow. Not mayor of New York City.
Michael, no mayor has ever been elected president of the United States.
President of the United States? Wow, I could see that happening. Anyways, do you want to catch a quick baseball game with me? The Yankees are playing.
Well, I already stopped by the hospital to see Anthony, so I guess I have time.
How's he doing?
Not so good. I thought he'd do better, but his cancer is getting worse. Anyways, let's get going. We don't want to miss the game.
next right onto Western Boulevard. In 1,000 feet, use the right lane to turn right onto...
Hello. I am, sweetheart, but there's a bit of traffic in Manhattan and it might take a little bit of time to get out of, okay? I love you too, Carla.
Kyle?
You're back already?
Oh God, yes. It's not possible to fly in this weather.
What do you mean?
No visible horizon, especially dangerous for pilots who want to navigate at night.
He's not really going up in this, is he?
Looks like it.
God, he's gonna kill himself in this airplane.
What? my God.
Good afternoon. My name is Brian Anderson. I'm a sergeant with the Massachusetts State Police. Today we can announce that we have found the three bodies of John F. Kennedy Jr., Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy, and Laun Bessette. To give us more of an understanding of this tragic incident, I will turn this press conference over to United States Coast Guard.
Thank you, Sergeant Anderson. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lieutenant Amanda Wilcox of the United States Coast Guard. Here's what we know so far. On the evening of July 16, 1999, we have learned that Mr. Kennedy crashed his plane nose first into the Atlantic Ocean, approximately 10 miles off the coast of Martha's Vineyard. This incident occurred at 9:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 16, 1999. An hour later, around 10:30 p.m., a concerned relative staying on Martha's Vineyard contacted the FAA in Bridgeport, Connecticut. The FAA informed the relative that they had no information at that time and hung up. Concerned with the fact that Kennedy had not shown up by this point, Carol Rediswell contacted the Coast Guard in Cape Cod at around 3:30 a.m. on July 17, 1999. Mrs. Rediswell explained to us that Mr. Kennedy and his wife and her sister have still not arrived. The Coast Guard took this call seriously. We immediately went to work on trying to locate Mr. Kennedy and Caroline and Lauren Bessette. Over the next several days, we sent divers into the water to try and locate Mr. Kennedy to see if he crashed his plane or if he fell in the water and was possibly floating somewhere. This investigation proved unsuccessful. The United States Coast Guard then sought help from the United States Navy with the permission of President Clinton, who authorized this action. On July 20th, 1999, a submarine being utilized by the United States Navy, operating in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Martha's Vineyard, saw something on their sonar system. They believed it to be a plane sitting on the bottom of the ocean. Also on the same day, divers discovered a suitcase floating near the beach, and inside the suitcase was a business card with the name Lauren Bessette on it. Because of this new information at this specific point in time, the rescue effort was then changed to a recovery effort. The next day, on July 21st, 1999, divers with the Coast Guard discovered the bodies of John F. Kennedy Jr., his wife Caroline Bessette-Kennedy, and her sister Lauren Bessette. Mr. Kennedy was found by divers still strapped into his seat. The sisters, Caroline and Lauren, were found in or around the fuselage of the plane. Divers immediately brought the bodies up to the United States Navy ship to be identified. Caroline Kennedy then viewed the bodies and positively identified the bodies as being John F. Kennedy Jr., Caroline Bessette-Kennedy, and Lauren Bessette. At the Kennedy's family request, an autopsy was performed on the bodies. That same day, an autopsy was performed on the 3 bodies, and the report concluded that all 3 people died upon impact of the plane crashing into the Atlantic Ocean. Earlier today, at the request of the Kennedy family, John, Caroline, and Lauren were cremated at the Mayflower Cemetery crematorium. A private funeral on the Navy ship will be performed, which is scheduled for tomorrow, taking place on the Navy ship. A funeral will be held at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City sometimes this week or next. At this specific time, we ask you to give the Kennedy family and the Bessette family privacy during this difficult time. We will not be taking any questions so that we can let the families grieve in their own. Thank you.
to be in this movie.
Nacho Extreme.
I mean,
Hi.
Hi, I'm Nacho.
Hi, I'm Henry Nacho Extreme. How you doing today? Guess what? I'm on the set of the reenactment of JFK Jr.'s last days. So guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, watch, learn, and see how history is done again. Okay? It's a shame we have a loss, but he's an icon like his whole family is. Okay? You're going to be astounded by the character actors we have in this film. Okay? So, coming from me to you, watch and be amazed.
good. I like that.
And that's how the cookie crumbles, my friend.
I think it would help with the publicity. Does he hate it when you do that?
Huh?
Do you hate it when he does that?
He's a cat.
Everywhere I go, I get hit with cameras.
Yeah.
Video cameras. Oh, he did that. I was supposed to do celebrity boxing in Atlantic City.
Oh.
The promoter ripped me off 15 grand.
Wow.
I was supposed to, Meghan Markle's brother. I was supposed to fight him.
Whose brother?
Meghan Markle.
Oh my God. Wow. So this is Nacho. I'm filming Nacho right now. What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
Sitting moving that shit around.
Yeah.
See your squeeze back there.
Okay.
How you doing?
Yeah, well, that's him right there. That's him right there. Smoking a cigar.
It's not lit yet.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good with the skyline and all that. All right. There's our actress to play Carol Bessette. And let's rock it.